Let's go!
Friday night with the boys in the mag room.
You are a member of the club?
No, I'm not. I'm with the Underhills.
They are left, senor.
That's all right. They'll be back. He went out for his urinalysis.
Saturday night, mag room.
Everything was fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Sunday night, mag room. Cisco and Muga, Jared and Mark.
Inconceivable! You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Mag room. Horse tranquilizers. Mag room. Human meatballs. Mag room. Is my child a psychopath? Mag room. That's where the stuff's happening.
Hey, buddy. How are
Hi.
you?
It's been a week.
That is for sure. Do you ever just have one of those like a Nick Nolte week? You know how when Nick Nolte wakes up and
just
everything sucks and yeah. I just had a week, man.
He's got to grumble a lot.
Like again,
Is there any fallout from the fest, or is this about the festival?
I think I'm very obviously an old man. It just really beat me up to do all that with you guys.
Sure.
And all it was a 3-day weekend, a little bit of, we partied a little bit, but I didn't feel like we went crazy, but I have paid for it all week long. And
so you never want us to come again? Is that what you're saying?
That's the first and last Magroom Festival. I hope you all had a great time.
Well, I just meant us visiting. You don't have to have another.
You don't want to have another one?
Oh, no. You're just going to go opposite of whatever I say.
Well, I got to play devil's advocate, right?
I see.
What fun is the show if we're just agreeing with each other the whole time? Yeah, I don't know. I went to a funeral today. I had
that's no fun. Yeah,
my dog was sick a couple of days this week. I don't know. I just had like everything was.
How do you know that dog's sick?
He was like, dude, my head is killing me right now.
Well, things are looking up for me. Yeah, so I got this email to my work email. It says, "Dear Jared, I hope you don't mind the approach. We wanted to make an introduction and tell you a bit about our current job opportunities at Oxford Royal Academy. As you might be aware, we are a leading global provider of elite summer schools taking place in some of the world's most prestigious institutions."
You think you should pronounce the word prestigious more correctly if you're going to take this job?
I like prestigious.
You sounded drunk when you said it.
In July 2023, we are relaunching our U.S. programs and are on the lookout for exceptional teachers. We are hoping you might be interested in hearing more about the opportunities we have to offer. If the above is of interest, you can find and apply to our current vacancies via the following link. Best regards, Jimmy.
Falls apart at the end.
That's the whole end. There's no title. There's no number. Just Jimmy. So I think things are looking up. I just thought it was such a nice email, and then the guy just decided to end it with best regards, Jimmy.
That's funny.
Should I write him back?
Yeah, write him back. Maybe it'll turn into something.
Hey, I don't know if I'm really interested, but just to let you know, you should probably
do that.
Maybe go with James,
or put your last name. I think if the person's I think you have to put a last name in that.
Yeah. Imagine his last name's just worse.
Or put some kind of parenthetical last name withheld for legal reasons or something like that.
That's special till Jimmy. Just Jimmy.
You should definitely write him back though. I think.
Yeah.
I'd like to follow the Jimmy saga. It's
right.
totally down my alley. One single word that ruins an entire. It's great.
I thought I was really onto something, and then
it did sound awesome.
Yeah,
I saw you posing with royal guards on class field trips and stuff.
The link, and it's a legit website.
Yeah, that'd be
Of course,
cool.
Oxford Royal. It's like in these like grand halls.
You get to go into places in the Louvre that nobody else gets to go with your
speakers,
students.
Randall
I like it.
Fines, meet our faculty, and then it says, and contact Jimmy.
Hey, I'm Jimmy. Hey, come over here for a second. I got a thing to show you. Like, wait a second. What's with the leather coat, Jimmy?
Yep, it's got all the teaching all these doctors. Although one of the teachers' names is Dr. Anissa Butt. That could be a bad sign too. If I say any of these names fast, are they going to be Bruce Winwood? Is that Steve Winwood's brother?
He teaches music. Jimmy's real good friends with Bruce Winwood. Steve Winwood? No, Bruce Winwood.
Bruce. Some say he's a combination of Bruce Springsteen and Steve Winwood. All right. Before launching any stories, or you got anything? We do have to think about. We have to think about a direction now. We had those threads, like the T-shirt contest, entries and contests, and we had the festival.
Okay.
We need a new thread. I don't have any ideas right now.
Well, because of my Nick Nolte week, I started thinking that maybe, me just laughing at you making fun of robots or whatever we do, maybe we should take the show in a more serious direction. I was dealing with like death and stuff this week, so
wow. So like politics and
not necessarily politics, but like I have a science story that might be affecting the country right now, and just maybe we should talk about that and what we think of disease control and where we're at with those types of things in the world.
Okay. This is gonna get heavy.
Yeah. So, fungi that cause serious lung infections are now found throughout the U.S. 3 types of fungi that cause serious lung infections and were once thought to be confined to certain regions of the United States are now widespread.
I thought you at first were talking about fun guy, like a fun guy. Like that was going to be the joke.
Said I'm taking the show in a serious direction, Jerry.
It's like,
stop trying to
there's
derail
3
me.
kinds of fun guys who are throughout the country.
Wait, let me continue with my serious story.
Oh, sorry.
Make me laugh about it. In 1955, histoplasma fungi grew mainly in Midwest soil in parts of the East and South, and that's where histoplasmosis infections mainly occurred. But Medicare records from 2007 through 2016 indicate that 47 states and Washington, D.C. had cases of histoplasmosis above a certain threshold, researchers report November 11th. Colleagues drew...
There's a lot of statistics you're throwing at me.
Yeah. Well, all right. So basically the end here says, when diagnosing infections, doctors are taught to look for horses, not zebras, meaning tests typically focus on common infectious organisms, not rare ones. So
horses are more common than zebras?
Well, then, I was reading this serious article, and then I couldn't stop thinking about horses, and it just seems like we keep stumbling on horse stories and horse cop and stuff. So then I just started Googling horse news. And then, this horse detained on State Street after brief traffic disruption Wednesday.
Oh, was this the horse got pulled over? You found a story?
Where it wasn't the horse cop, but this is a horse criminal, Jared.
I know. I didn't remember I said I never heard about a horse getting pulled over.
And this happened 2 days ago in Ithaca, New York. A horse briefly interrupted traffic on East State Street during Wednesday afternoon's sunny commute after escaping from a trailer that was traveling on the road. The horse, name and age unknown, appeared mostly calm as vehicles paused their routes around it, but headed toward Schuyler Place as its owner tried to slowly coax it back to the trailer. The emergency...
Why did he do it slowly? Shouldn't he have quickly tried to get the horse?
The emergency scanner recordings of the incident do provide some levity to a fairly serious situation considering the sheer size and value of the horse, as well as the safety of it and the people nearby.
How did it get free?
Can you make... All right, so this was one of the police calls, scanner calls.
Can you maybe call Cornell and see if they have any possible experts in the field to potentially help us wrangle this thing?
Came another transmission moments later. Scanner chatter later speculated that it was a Clydesdale horse.
So, like, Cornell has horse wranglers? I didn't know that was a feature at Cornell. You know what would have been great for this case? Horse cop.
Horse cop versus horse criminal. Who wins? Horse gangsters. We could do horse mobsters.
A horse cop for sure.
So anyway.
So you went from fungus to the horse.
Well, I was trying to take the show in a serious direction, and then it seems like we just keep stumbling upon weird horse stories. So for a while we were doing robot stories. Maybe horse stories is our new thread that you want to do. Horse news. Something with your horse news. I don't know.
Wayne
I was doing it to Footloose, but
we were first scared of the future, robots and artificial intelligence, which has come true. There's a lot of articles these days about the new chat in our school. That's all we talk about. This new thing where
ChatGPT.
Kids can just put in a question and basically it writes their whole paper for them. And what do we do about that? And now, also though, we have to be scared of things from the past. Horses. And if horses and robots get together, and it seems like there's all these balloons now that everybody's shooting down.
Oh yeah, that's like 3 in 6 days,
they
right?
did one today too.
Yeah, this one was where? Canada?
Do you think it's basically, remember in the old days remember they used to do this? Did you ever do that at your school? Where everybody, you'd tie your name on a balloon, a helium balloon, and you'd let them go, and then everybody.
I'd always put
contest.
all the government secrets that I knew inside the balloon before I blew it up, though.
Oh, you'd put all the secrets from your grade school, like Johnny really likes Jane, and
yeah, Justin really didn't kiss Heather Butler behind at recess last week, and that never happened.
But you'd get one, and they'd call you, and it was like, oh, this one was found. Like we were in Connecticut, and be like, this one was found in Maryland. They called us up, and somebody found it. No, but I'm wondering if they're left over from that.
But the rubber would have gone bad by now.
That's when remember when resources
40 years
they didn't
ago.
care about. They were like legit rubber balloons.
Raped the Brazilian forests for that balloon.
Just for our balloon fundraiser.
Let's see how fun it was.
Yeah. And now Air Force planes are shooting them down. It would be great though, but maybe some school, because they stopped doing it because I think it like killed birds or polluted or something.
Oh, poor bird. Maybe you shouldn't eat balloons, idiot. What looks tasty about a balloon?
Last week you were mad because people were throwing puffins off the cliff. So
those poor little puffins.
I think you would be mad about birds eating balloons too.
I forgot. Yeah, it should stay consistent, like the Superman thing we talked about.
Yeah.
There needs to be boundaries. Okay.
People aren't going to be able to figure out.
I'll try to be more specific.
Does he like birds?
I'll try to be more specific with mine.
Maybe you wouldn't think puffins would eat balloons.
Sense of humor.
So you don't care. You only like puffins. So now we're afraid of balloons. Like everything's going backwards now.
Just gotta be afraid of everything. Yeah.
Where did we even start that story? I don't even remember.
I was trying to do a serious.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to take the show in a serious direction. I was going to talk about infectious diseases, but then I got derailed because the word horse was in the story.
Yeah. 3 fun guys.
There are 3 types of fun guys. Kind of wish I had thought of that when I was doing the story.
How many types of fun guys would you think there are? All right, so serious probably not going to work as our next direction, our next iteration.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried.
It's all right. It's a good try. I didn't really see it as a threat. Like we need something that inspires our listeners.
Poetry contest?
Wow.
Poetry's hard to pull off.
I wrote my wife a poem when I proposed to her. That's what I proposed to her with.
What was the rhyme scheme?
It's couplets. I'm really strong at rhyming couplets. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
It was literally, it was like a 40-line poem about
Jesus.
like our history together. And then
we went to the Grand Canyon.
And then we watched Back to the Future, and I love Biff Tannen. It was good. I think it was good.
Well, we already ascertained that you can't, you don't understand limericks, so it couldn't have been too involved.
I don't think rhyming couplets is that hard.
No, it's not.
It said something like,
what rhymes with Hostetler?
what are you doing for the rest of your life? Will you be my wife? Or something like that was like the end. So that night, we had a place we liked to hike, but it was at night. So I drove her down this side road in the dark. Like either she thought I was gonna kill her or propose to her. Because I was like in the dark, I just like get out of the car.
And at that point in her life, she was okay with either of those things.
Yeah,
happening.
she's like, if I can't be with Jared, I'd rather if he killed me. And I was like,
creepy.
get out. I was like, get out
Get
of
the
the
f-
car.
out of the car.
And I'm all nervous. I'm just like, it would be best for you if you got out of the car right now.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. What do you? I don't know what happened. I thought we had a fun time.
I just take something out of my pocket.
Stumble. Oh God! Is it a gun? Oh Jesus Christ! Please don't do this.
It was
I'm
really
so sorry.
smart, actually, because
Maybe it's okay.
Even if the poem sucked, she was probably relieved that I wasn't killing her. So she was like, "I'll do whatever you want at this point." What was? And I had the option. If she said no, then I could just throw her in the river. Should we do some Sisk stories? Sisk stories. All right, this is a really short article, but it made me think of something that you would want to do.
Okay.
A 22-year-old assistant coach for the JV girls basketball team at Churchland High School in Virginia pretended to be a 13-year-old and played in a game.
You think I would do this?
Yeah. Like if you were
like
coaching
no
a
integrity.
JV team, and you just dress up. They have video of it. The girl was dominating. Just like posts up, layups, and just like high-fiving the kids, clapping when she makes it. She has been fired and the team has decided to end its season. Which the second part seems lame. All those kids get punished because the coach was...
There's Michelle.
Yeah, there is Michelle. Should I ask her about the proposal?
Yes.
All right,
She thought she was going to die that
The
night.
proposal came up tonight, Michelle, where I proposed to you. I remember I drove you into the dirt road or whatever in the dark.
I said either you were proposing or murdering me.
Murdering, yeah. So, but the question we had after we were talking about...
Were you terrified?
Well, that, like, did it help me... Or did it help you say yes because you were relieved I actually wasn't murdering you?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. You would have stuck to it? You would have said no even if you thought maybe I was going to throw you in the river?
Is she a good swimmer?
Mark wants to know if you're a good swimmer. She was on the swim team.
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Pretty-
In the freezing river.
It was January as well.
She's got...
All right. Well, all right. So you're going to go back in time. I like it.
Wait, what?
You're going to be in middle school and dominate.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
I mean,
they had video of it. I just don't understand what this woman thought was going to happen, but
the kids who were guarding her could tell she wasn't 13 years old, right?
I would think so.
You
Again,
said
she was dominating. Like if you watch the videos,
so she didn't hold back at all
just
either.
dominating the kid.
That's
Like she blocked a shot. She's doing layups, just dominating the game.
I wonder if she did it for some sort of like publicity stunt or something.
I don't know.
That seems like a
She
really
got fired.
really obnoxious thing to do. What kind of person could do that?
I don't know why they disbanded the team either.
Because all the kids let her do it, maybe.
Imagine the whole team was really 25 and they're like, before we get figured out, let's just disband it. It's just like a rec league team and they didn't even have a JV.
Oh, that's like a sociopathic thing to do. That's like a legit crazy person. Yeah, it would be fun.
If we were like all 40 and we were playing JV teams and just dominating them, we're like,
it would be
why
fun.
does that guy have a beard? All right, second. This is the second one. Sisk stories. Have you ever sued anyone?
Not really, no.
Would you? Is there anything you would sue for? Like, could somebody? push you far enough?
Sure.
What do you think? Like, what are some things?
What if somebody broke in right now because they thought that we were doing something, like we were exchanging government secrets, or we had something to do with the balloons or whatever? Like, why is this guy at work at 9:20 on a Saturday night, breaks in and shoots me?
What? You're not dead though.
Right, he blew my arm off. I no longer have a left arm because he shot me right here.
You're gonna sue him for like damages for
and a new arm. I want a new arm.
Oh, he's gonna
like a
buy
cool
you.
new robotic. Yeah, I needed a good new robotic arm because
You're gonna
still.
be part robot.
I'm not losing all this dexterity. I know. I'm gonna join them. I'm just gonna join it, Jared.
I see.
What's the point of fighting it anymore? I'm terrified of robots, but maybe this is the step I have to take. Just jump in.
So if somebody blew your arm off, you would sue them.
You asked me for instance.
No, I know.
That's just the first thing that popped into my head.
All right, so this was a lawsuit in Singapore. This man is a drone racing executive. I don't even know what that means.
Hold on. drone racing executive. So he's like the president of a drone racing club.
I guess. So
Sounds
he
like a
sued
pretty-
a woman for more than $2 million. He's suing her because she rebuffed his romantic advances and told him she only saw him as a friend. Said the rejection caused him sustained trauma and reduction in his earnings capacity. He said the woman breached an offer she had made that included offering room for the man to share inspiration, struggle, and achievements, meeting up based on mutual availability beyond coffee settings.
So she did friendly things with him, and he's suing her because she didn't want to fuck him.
Yep.
You can sue for that.
I don't know. It says the lawsuit illustrates a challenge faced by women around the world. Women do not owe men their time or attention, much less their friendship, love, sexual activity, or emotional labor.
Did you ever take her out to the forest and drive down a deserted road with
I
her?
don't know.
Take her to a muddy bridge? Like, I don't know what we're doing as friends out here, Steven, but I'd like to go home now.
Became misaligned about how they saw their relationship. She asked to see this man, Kwashigan, that was his name, Kwashigan, less frequently, upsetting him. He said such action would be taking a step back in their relationship. She in turn said they needed to set boundaries, urging Kwashigan to be self-reliant. I'm going to say it differently.
Is that his first name or his last name?
No, his last name. Kwashigan, according to the ruling, did not react well to this. So I wonder if he's going to win.
What's the argument? That I spent a lot of
No, it set him back emotionally.
Yeah, but it said he lost his earnings capacity.
Yes, $2.3 million he's suing her for.
What are you drinking?
I'm living sandwich, some tequila actually, some tequila, some of that Casamigo.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna get Ross to get us some tequila. The one he showed me in the liquor store, the ones his wife gets.
Yeah.
They were like $120 tequilas that he gets for free. I'll drive. It's only an hour and a half away. I'll pick it up.
We could, you could make it sketchy where he puts a bunch of tequila in the trunk of his car, and then you get a gas station on the interstate. You park next to each other, and you each go into the store. But when you come out, you take the opposite's car, and you go home with the tequila that he goes home with.
Take his car too. I feel like I could sue him for him telling us he has free liquor and not offering us any.
You really want to sue somebody?
I do. I mean, after this article,
Ross. All right, so Ross, you're gonna sue him because he's hinted at free vodka, free tequila that he's never actually sent you. Oh, okay.
But like you bring it up, it's sort of emotional damage. Like you bring up that you have free booze and
something that you know something that he knows that you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's bringing it up to damage me emotionally.
Right, and he's obviously doing it on purpose because you wouldn't bring it up more than once if you saw
maybe
the
once, like,
reaction.
hey, my wife got a new job and I got liquor, but now it's like we were in the store and he was pointing it out,
like pointing, like literally pointing.
Yeah,
at
like
it.
look at this one.
Look at
My
this one
wife
right
did
here.
This one,
$120 a bottle, free to me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bet you wish you could get that, dummy.
Meanwhile, I had to drink like lemonade and vodka.
I saw you squeezing the rag of the thing into your mouth, what the bartender was cleaning the stuff up with.
Times are tough.
Sorry about that, pal.
Yeah.
Can't all be Ross.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, you didn't buy any of that $120 stuff, so I gotta use the rag.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
All right. Well, I think we got a lawsuit on our hands.
Oh shit! Are you suing me or Ross? Oh, did you say Friday night in the mag room tonight or Saturday night?
No, I didn't.
I don't think you did. Want to do it in the middle of the episode?
Saturday night in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Yeah, so Friday night we went to a family dance. The K-8 school that my kids go to had a dance. Like you paid money. It was a fundraiser. DJ in the gym.
Okay. Was it awesome?
Danced it up. So at one point, one of the colleagues I have from Hotchkiss came up and was like, scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are you having? I said, based on my expectations or based on my actual fun?
Oh, why do you have to be so goddamn analytical about this kind of thing?
You know, and he said expectation. I said an 8 because I was like, I didn't expect it to be that fun, and it was fun. I mean, it's not like what I'd love to do on a Friday night, but
was it the best Friday night you've ever had in your life?
Yes, yeah. Like last weekend festival versus this dance, the dance was much better.
Are there any little kids?
Party.
Are there any little kids that are really good dancers?
Well, I try not to just stare at the children dancing. I thought that would be kind of weird if
you can watch somebody dance and not be creepy about it.
Maybe it's really hard. Maybe it's in the dark.
Maybe you can. Dirtbag.
Like, hey, look at those girls dancing.
No, I was actually picturing like a little kid, like a little man kid, boy kid, male. Not someone you'd be lusting at.
The best dancer was this 22-year-old who posed as a 15-year-old. He was really sweet just for the dance. Yeah, it was kind of weird. She's like, I'm in middle school, I'll dance. And she killed it. It was really weird. So it was the end. So Brennan loved it. Brennan was dancing like crazy, which was great. I was like, I love watching him into it.
That's what I'm saying. Is he
Emma
good?
had her friend. He did he likes the dances were probably the ones we wouldn't like, but he likes the ones where they tell you to do stuff. Like the Macarena has a thing. The Cotton Eye Joe has that little dance. He's pretty good at it. Like, I'm terrible, but I thought he was pretty good. Like, I'm like, all right, I could see you dancing when you're older and people
being on that show.
Good.
Dancing with the Star, dancing with
your dad.
Brandon Sisk.
What was I going to say?
Oh, that you want to become a professional dancer now?
Yes, I'm quitting my job.
Teaching.
Oh, so at the end, this dance, it was like 2 hours. The second graders were the biggest dancers. There was a whole group of them at the front, like 12 of them. Because I tipped into Michelle. I'm like, who is that group? She's like, that's the second graders. They were all into it. But the DJ was till 7:30. So it was near the end. I was dancing with Emma and Brennan. And I said, they haven't played any Michael Jackson. I said, go ask the guy. And Emma was like, you go ask him. I'm like a 47-year-old man. I'm not going to go up to the DJ at the middle school dance and be like, hey,
why?
Can you play some Michael Jackson? So she went up and said, can you play Michael Jackson? And he was like, sure. And I'm like, great. And there was like probably time for 2 songs left. So guess what Michael Jackson song he played? And what would you play?
Off the Wall.
DJ Mark.
Off
with
the
like
Wall.
Isn't that how it goes?
Can you play it a little bit? Can you play like the karaoke version? I love that song.
That's how it starts, right? Off the Wall. Here we go. Michael Jackson. You want me to share the screen with you?
Yeah. Is this the
it?
one you're thinking of?
No.
Let it play. See if you like it. But watch what? All right. So.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. No, this is not what I'm thinking.
I love this song.
What song am I thinking of? That's good.
All right.
This
So which
is
one?
not what. This is not what he played.
All right. So. All right. Well, I'm gonna guess. Then I'm gonna go with Common, and I'll say Billie Jean. Did you play Billie?
That would have
Jean?
been a good one. No, not Billie Jean.
What's the one where the werewolf one, where the video
Thriller?
is Thriller?
No,
Yeah.
Not Thriller.
No.
You would have thought that would have been a good one. Too.
Bad
No,
when it
not
was
Bad.
later
No,
works.
No, didn't play Bad. You'd have thought maybe Smooth Criminal. Even.
Smooth Criminal, I like. Sure.
That's a good one.
Beat
It. Maybe Beat It would have been a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. That would have been a fun one for everybody to
Didn't
dance
play
to.
that one. No. No.
I don't know where you're going with this. What's the creepiest Michael Jackson song?
It's not creepy. It's just like a mediocre middle one. He played PYT.
Pretty young
Young
thing.
Thing.
I
Yeah.
like that song.
It's not a good dance song, though.
No?
No, it's, I don't know. You want me to play that one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Dude, I love this song.
And it's a good song, but it's not a good dancing song.
Why? Well, here, let's see. I bet I
What
can
are we-
dance
what
to
are
it.
we doing
Give me a
right
second here. We're dancing.
No, we are.
Doom, 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 doom. Where did you come from, baby? Come on, shake your shoulders. Wanna take me there?
It's a good dance if you're like, it was me. It was like kids. It was like, if I'm dancing with like,
Oh, it's
my
hot.
wife,
It's hot when little kids do it. Yeah.
it's not,
It's perfect.
not a good little kids. Like,
Yeah, girl.
It's the end of the day.
Get your ass over here, baby.
Dance with the little kids, like Pretty Young Thing.
Yeah,
I'm grabbing
girl.
some middle school. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
come over here, Pretty Young Thing.
Come on, girl. Let's grind. I want to love you because you're 13, pretty young thing.
I was doing guns to all the little girls.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Love you, Pretty Young Thing.
Hell yeah, girl. Come
On
on.
the dance floor, and then they.
Oh, dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, at the end when it goes dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, and I was thrusting my groin
Yeah,
at them, yeah.
All right, Jared. So this dance was a 10 out of 10 at the end.
10 out of 10.
You said that your versus your expectations was an 8, but I think it ended up being a 10.
It did. All right, that's all I got.
I want to love you. It's fantastic.
All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah. Yeah, you said you have to go, right?
Unless you have any last thing. You got any short last thing, or are you good?
Prayers go out to our other listeners in Turkey after that.
Oh, wow. You are going serious again.
I hope you're all surviving, making it through.
Yep.
Each day is a blessing.
Wow, you just brought it down again. That's
Yeah.
really, it's been terrible.
Yeah, rough week. Nick Nolte week, I told you.
Yeah, well, your week was tougher than that. Why don't you suck it up a little bit?
I mean,
People
sure, I do.
are in an earthquake or whatever.
No, I get it.
Trouble, thousands of people dead. Like, what did you?
No, they probably have it a little worse than I do. I get it. And that's why I'm saying, you know, our prayers should be with them.
Okay, so you're like coming around. You're like, hey, maybe I don't know.
Look, we all suffer, you know.
Oh, we
No,
are.
I-
I see.
I have it pretty bad, but there's just a little worse, I think.
I see.
Yeah. No,
Prayers to them and some to you as well.
thanks, guys.
With your
I really
tough
appreciate
week,
that.
tough week. I hope your Nick Nolte week gets better next week.
Maybe I should cut that part out.
Yeah, it's up to you. All right. Produced by Nick Nolte. Theme song by Maggie Ellox. Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com. Haven't gotten any emails in a while, besides from Jimmy. Maybe we need some more. I posted some pictures of the Magroom Festival, and we got 7 or 8 likes as our most
Yeah.
ever. Remember, put your phone down this week. Be thankful for all the things you have. Be grateful. Hope your week's not like Nick Nolte. Stay away from fungi and fun guys.
Think about the 3 types of fun guys in your life, everybody.
Spend your weekend with a couple fun guys on the Magroom. Stick with the Magroom, and everything else is cream cheese. Saturday night with your fun guys on the Magroom.
It makes it sound like a gay podcast, I think. Can it be like the cool dudes or something? I guess not.
Cool dudes?
That sounds
just as bad.
That sounds like we're foreigners trying to pose as
Yes.
Americans.
Hey, we're just 2 cool dudes.
What are we?
With us.
What's our new persona?
Find out next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Yeah, how about the guy who makes fun of other people? Is that a fun guy?